You heard it here first.
Yeah,
Feel free to use
coined by George Bassis.
That's it. Well, the next training that we do, that's where we start to get people involved in the mentoring program. And then that's where we start to really grow that avenue of the business. So that needs to be successful overall in order for this to be viable. And it's like, well, again, I come back. So what do I need to do to make it unreasonable for people to come to that training and go, if I don't join up with George, with this program, with this, it's going to be detrimental to me. I'm not going to have the success that I need. I can see he can help. I can see he's the one that I need to connect with. Go and get, instead of getting 4 people signing up, you get 30 people signing up. So back to that event space that we're talking about, I'm looking at it and going, well, where are the elements in my life, in my business that I need to improve so that I can get closer to that elite level? And I'm looking at it in many facets, personal as well. How do I need to be the best father? My kids the other day were like, I bought my son this board game, Hues and Clues. Right, he saw it online and I bought it. We randomly went into a game shop at Chadstone and I bought it. I found it there. I go, is this the game? He's like, yeah, that's it. So I bought it. And that night, he's like, oh, do you want to play? I was like, oh, can't be bothered. I said, yes, absolutely, I want to play. And we played. Sat there, played for half an hour, whatever it was. And he loved it. And my daughter played, she loved it. I was like, oh, can we play tomorrow? I said, absolutely, we can. Because one day they're going to be 16 years old and they're not going to want to play board games with me. Okay, but that's me showing up and being the absolute best father in that moment. That's what they want to do, and I want to be there and remember that and have those memories and have that connection with them. So I feel that having that whole mindset in the back of my, having that whole mindset is really helping me improve my life.
But what's driving it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what if you peeled it back one further and it was like, well,
why do I want, why not just chill out and relax? And
yeah, no, but like, so you gave the example of, Dad, can we play? And you're like, I'm tired. All right, we'll play. What if you weren't tired?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what if you weren't tired? If you're like, of course we can play. I'm going to play by myself if you don't play. Do you know what I mean? Move, I'm going to play by myself.
That's it.
You can't play.
Yeah.
I'm playing. But it's like, how do you take it to that level?
Yeah.
Why can't you?
Yeah.
You
can.
could.
You can.
Yeah.
You can, absolutely.
Yeah, there is the element. There's also the law of familiarity, right? Like, you get so used to what you have that it just becomes blasé. And I heard this thing once. I can't remember who said this, man, but someone, maybe it was Tony Robbins, maybe, I don't know, I can't remember.
Shout out to Tony. Come on, podcast.
Big T. Big T. You don't call him that?
No, I don't know.
Not at that level, yeah.
No, you've known him much longer than that.
He said something along the lines of like, dude, that when you're there and you can't be fucked, there is people who would do anything in you. And this applies like kids, siblings, parents. There are people in that same position who would do anything to have that chance again. Do you know what I mean? Because they don't have it. Because, best case scenario, their fucking kids grow up. Worst case, something horrible happened and they don't see their kids anymore at all.
Yeah.
And it's like, that person would do anything for that moment. And in that moment, you're like, I'm not picking at you, but like, your first thought is like, I'm tired. And it's like, man, that you're fucking tired like that. Like, you would give everything, or what you would throw your whole fucking everything you own down the drain in a heartbeat. Some people would, to have that moment again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Man, it's so true. I saw this video online the other day, and it was along those lines, and I'm going to paraphrase a little bit because I don't know it off the top of my head, but she was like, I was speaking to, imagine your 80-year-old self, being able to go back in time to when you were 40, to when you were this age right now. Like, what would you do if you had 24 hours? You're 80 years old and you had 24 hours to live in your 40-year-old body or in your 35-year-old body. Like, how would you live that day? And then she went through everything she would do from the moment she woke up to the moment that she went to bed.
The 80-year-old person?
Yeah, as in if they were back and they were 40. It's like I would wake up in the morning and I would see my dog who died, I'd pat my dog, I would take her for a walk, I'd give her the biggest hug. And then I would make breakfast. The kids would be running around. I would make breakfast. I would sit with my children and I would eat breakfast with them. We would play games. I wouldn't even touch my phone. Like, who gives a fuck about the phone? All right. I would play games with them. I would go to the park. I would kick it. I would see my husband there and he'd walk into the room and I would just give him the biggest hug because I could. And he was there. And then she goes, I would call my mum. I would call my mum up and just talk to her. I'd call her up in the morning. I'd say, what are you doing? How was your day? And I'd just connect with her on that deep level because her mum's dead at 80 years old.
This is a real 80-year-old.
Yeah, like as in they were going back. Yeah, man, it's tearing me up now. I'm just thinking about it. So I'd call my mum and I would just have that conversation with her and I'd tell her how much I loved her. And I would tell my husband how much I loved him. I would hold my children in my hands and just like hug them and embrace.
Babies.
And it's like, you're living in that now. I'm living in that right now. I can call both of my parents right now.
What is it? Why do you think,
I think it's like human nature. We just take things for granted. Like my parents are on a trip somewhere, right? At the moment, they're interstate and they're taking the caravan around the country. And it's like, I could call them at any stage if I want. And it's like, have I called them every single day just to say, hey, what are you doing? I love you.
You haven't.
Not once. No, I have called them. Sorry.
Yeah,
I should say that.
As in,
but
like, not daily. Yeah.
But also not to the extent of having that level of gratitude that they're still alive. You know, I'm going to go home tonight. I'm going to see my daughter. She went to camp yesterday. For the first time, she's gone to camp. I'm going to see her.
Your daughter?
Yeah.
She come back now?
She came back just one night.
One night.
But hated that night.
You did?
She was good. Yeah. My little girl wasn't near me. And it's like, you know, those moments are like they're fleeting. But so many people would just go home tonight and be like, hey, how was camp? It was good. Oh, that's good. And I sit on the couch. Oh, I was just going to watch YouTube. I just want to watch the news. I just want to watch Netflix. We just become used to it, that they're there. We take it for granted that all these things are there and that they're always going to be there. It's like we forget that these things are temporary. Our life is temporary. And I don't want, that scares me. Like you said the other day, the thing that scares you the most is like being exactly the same spot as you are right now in 12 months' time.
The other day, it was like 20 minutes ago.
Is it? There you go. There you go.
The other day.
But you did say that you have said that in the past as well.
I said it 20 minutes ago.
You said it 20 minutes ago and in the past on other days. So I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
But, and that's, I think there's a level of, Simon would love that.
Simon would absolutely love that. Yeah.
I think there's a level of fear, not fear, but just, that does scare me too.
Yeah, but I think you can use fear for the right things, dude. Like, I think if something scares you, it's like, that's a driving emotion. Fear is that thing that kind of pushes you away from it. So it's like, if that thing, you're worried about that thing, you should use that as power to make sure
that's what I feel I'm doing at the moment.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm trying to use that as a driving factor to improve my life, you know, in all areas. And I think about that a lot.
Yeah, time is flying, man. Time is...
I don't know. Maybe it's, 40s. You said the other day, you're fucking 35. You're old.
Yeah.
You said it before this podcast.
Feel old.
You bent over, you're like, oh, shit, I'm getting old.
The other day...
The other day?
This was the other day. We had a couple of gentlemen come into the office to see us. And he goes, we came to the first event. And I was like, oh, yeah, 2024. No, sorry, I said 2023. And he's like, I said 24.
Yeah.
I was like, Feb 24. And he's like, nah, Feb 23. And I was like, nah. And he's like, yeah. And then I was like, holy fuck, you are right. Like, that's 36 months. 36 months. Think about that.
And it's funny, we did it in Feb, but then it was like December before. We were in the training. We were doing a training about that event, being taught how to speak on stage and all that sort of stuff. And then 3 months later, we did the first event.
Yeah. And then it's like, that's going to be 4 years ago. Isn't that wild? That's wild, dude.
Very wild, man.
Like, time is just fleeting so quickly. And
we're giving it a nudge.
Yeah, but you also said that thing, like your time here is so temporary, you know? I've been reading this book called The Blind Watchmaker.
Yeah.
And the whole book is about Darwinism. And do you know what Darwinism is? So Darwinism's it's like a theory of evolution that this is all chance.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like this is all biology over millions and millions and millions and millions of years, and then we've started to think, and everything else has come from that. Because like civilization is not that old.
Hmm.
It's not a few thousand years old. It's not that old. And at one point we were all killing each other. Not that long ago. It's fucking
Still are.
wild, isn't it? Still are, yeah, still are. But isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Like to think about, like, okay, maybe it is true. Maybe we are just here by luck and there is nothing after this. And it's like, this doesn't, the same way you can almost take away from all emotion with it, in the sense of like, none of this, like literally in 100 years, you're going to be irrelevant. You're not going to, people aren't going to, can you name anyone from your family line in 100 years ago?
No, because they didn't do any podcasts like we do. So everyone's going to know us.
Of course, yeah.
Everyone's going to know this because you're all subscribed, and then your children's children will subscribe, and then they'll know about it.
But dude, that's the thing. The world might completely change.
Yeah.
And to the point where it's like, imagine people saying, there's going to be a time where people turn around and say to people, hey, you used to have to log onto a computer to do that. And I'm like, what?
What's that?
Yeah. What do you mean? And I'm like, you had to access things online. I'm like, where was it? It was like, it was on the internet. With the what? The internet? What's that? Now I just go plug myself into the wall and go into this world.
Yeah. And I just tap my wrist, my palm.
And I go into this virtual reality world, and my body is being.
Yeah.
If you like that clip and you want to watch another one, click just over here. And if you want to watch the full episode, click just over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.